Rich kid steals beer equals warning. Poor kid steals beer equals jail. I watched it happen as their housekeeper. I was a single mom who worked 2 jobs to support my son. I was a waitress during the day and cleaned offices at night. My son was a good kid, but he got into some trouble when he was 16. He and his friends were caught stealing beer from a convenience store. They were arrested and charged with theft. I was devastated. I couldn't afford a lawyer, so we had to rely on a public defender. The public defender was overworked and didn't have time to really help us. My son ended up pleading guilty and was sentenced to 6 months in juvenile detention. A few years later, I got a job as a housekeeper for a wealthy family. The family had a son who was the same age as my son. One day, I overheard the parents talking about how their son had been caught stealing beer from a convenience store. I was shocked. The parents were laughing about it and saying that their son was just being a kid. They said that they had hired a lawyer and that their son was going to get off with a warning. I was furious. My son had been punished for the same thing that their son was going to get away with. I wanted to say something, but I knew that I couldn't. I needed the job. I went home that night and cried. I cried for my son and for all the other kids who were punished for being poor.